Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today is September 30th, 2015, and the United Nations has risen the flag of Palestine for the first time in the existence of the organization. This is interesting because the United Nations is a Zionist front. I have well exposed this on this video blog. In this post, I will again share information showing the proof that the United Nations is a Zionist organization. Of course, the Zionists are the supporters of the State of Israel. It is Israel's existence that has made Palestine suffer, and I will show you in this video how the raising of their flag today is part of a sick joke in remembrance to the way they have been martyred in the time Israel has been here as a nation. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Adolf Hitler. We'll talk about September 11th. I'm going to show you how the Zionists have been the puppeteers behind all of these acts, from Hitler to 9/11 and more. This year, Netanyahu is coming to meet with Obama on November 9th. And again, I will show you how that is by these Zionist numbers. Notice this video we're about to watch from CNN is a minute 19 in length. The vote to raise the flag got 119 votes in favor of. Star of David, the symbol of the Zionists, sums to 119 in Gematria. We'll get into it, Truth Seeker. First, this mainstream coverage.
This is taking place in the Rose Garden here at the UN. The Palestinian flag is being raised here at the United Nations. Our Richard Roth is inside. We're going to talk about the significance, the historical significance of this with Richard as this flag is raised. Hi there, Richard. What does this mean?
Yes, we're watching the flag go up the first time. I'm going to just pause for a second. Palestinian flag raised for the first time at UN headquarters. This is a location that is temporary. Starting tomorrow morning, it will be with the 193 official UN member states.
Notice he said 193. Remember that 93. There's a lot of 93 in today's story. 93, a very important number to New York in the Zionists.
The word you heard from various officials, plus Abbas, the leader of the Palestinians, moments ago, it's a symbol. You hear that. For the Palestinian people, they believe it's a significant symbol. For opponents such as Israel and the United States, which felt this was a distraction and that you really need two-state talks between the parties, this flag is just a ceremonial moment. But the General Assembly of the UN overwhelmingly voted.
Do you see how he tries to make it seem like the United Nations and Israel or not the United Nations, the United States and Israel are against it? It's all part of the bullshit narrative.
For this flag raising and called in the resolution, they call it the State of Palestine getting to hoist its flag. So it is significant, but the Palestinians still don't have full states' rights here as other member countries such as Israel.
And then he gets in Israel at the end. Emphasis on Israel. So here's the reason it went up today, Truth Seeker. It's just so in your face. Anyhow, Star of David has Gematria of 119. Again, 119 votes. That video we just watched is a minute 19. And who did they have on there? Some Zionist Jew telling us what the story is. Keep in mind that Star of David has Pythagorean Gematria of 47. If you haven't seen my recent work, we're going to cover that number more. The flag was risen today at 1:16 in the afternoon, their time, local time. The words country and powerful have Gematria of 116. This is recognizing the nation of Palestine. Also, when you flip that number upside down, it becomes 911, the reverse of 119. Today's date, the date it was risen, has numerology of 74. The word flagpole has Gematria of 74. We're talking about a flag going up a flagpole. Flag is also an interesting word because it has Gematria connected to God. The God number is 26. Think about how the English alphabet is 26 letters. Jews often write God G-D. 7 is, or G is the 7th letter, D is the 4th. So when you write it G-D, God becomes 7-4. Notice that God has English Gematria of 156. Look at what July 4th is, Truth Seeker. 156 in simple English Gematria. In other videos, I have covered the word God. There's a lot to it. Please check out that post. But these numbers, they're coded all over our nation for a reason. There's a reason that July 4th is the nation's birthday. It's because this is a Zionist Masonic creation from the beginning. Notice that Jewish and Masonic have gematria of 74. The Zionists are the false Jews, Jewish. Also, notice how 9-3 is within the date. 93 is a very important number to the Zionists. Saturn has gematria of 93. There's a lot of Saturn worship intertwined with this. They tell us the sun is 93 million miles away. Important numbers in spirituality, science, and daily reporting. The Congress of Israel, the Zionist state, is Neset, which has gematria of 93. Today's flag was risen in New York at the United Nations that is 39 floors tall, the reflection of 93. Neset, Pythagorean gematria 39. New York, Pythagorean 39. Empire for Empire State 39. The date of establishment in New York is July 26, 1788, a date with 39 numerology. NY, the abbreviation simple English, 39. Think about Madison Square Garden, MSG, gematria of 39. 39 signers on the Declaration of Independence. 39 books in the Old Testament, which the Jews go by. James Madison made 39 proposals that became the Bill of Rights. He did it on a date with 39 numerology to boot. The name Madison has gematria of 39. Also, with regards to the 93 where we started, the reflection of that 39, crucifix has gematria of 93. And we said today's day has 74 numerology. Both the words Jesus and cross have gematria of 74. So does Messiah. So does gospel. So does Joshua, the English translation of Jesus. So does Muhammad, is spelled in the Quran. Very important number in spirituality. And when we think about 74 and 93 together this way, we think about martyrdom, and the Palestinian people have largely been martyred for the sake of the Zionists. Also, think about this. Out of the 50 states, only one has a gematria of 74. It is Oregon, the 33rd state. And think about how they say Jesus was crucified on the cross at 74. You know? Very interesting, Truth Seeker. This is what I mean with history written by the numbers. The word history has Pythagorean gematria of 42, just like Freemason. Our history has been created by Freemasons. I think right now they're in so much control that they're able to script history and execute it as planned. Obama will be visiting with Netanyahu November 9th, 119, just like Star of David. Again, Netanyahu's from Israel that has the Star of David as their symbol. There's a movie on Netflix right now called Four Blood Moons you can check out. The narrator, he's a pro-Zionist, and he tells the story of the Jewish people, saying they're God's favorite people, they're God's chosen people, God does miracle for Jews that he doesn't do for any other people. Anyway, when he gets to the part of the story about the United Nations recognizing the UN as a state, he talks about how prophecy was fulfilled. Prophecy was fulfilled. Notice that 33 states voted, 33 in the year 47, numbers we often find together. But anyway, this date had 106 numerology, just like the gematria of the word prophecy. This is what I mean when with history executed by the numbers. This is the proof that the Zionists and the Masons have been in control for a very long time and have been operating by this structure, which we see today in the raising of Palestine's flag. Now think about this, the man used as the scapegoat for the reason that Israel needs to exist. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, the 110th day of the year, Truth Seeker. The name Adolf Hitler has gematria of 110, just like the word president. He came to power in 33. Nazis has gematria of 33. So does Berlin. So does Dresden. Again, this is an international conspiracy. The date he was born on, a date with 113 numerology, just like mainstream, just like dishonest. Bava Kama A113 says a Jew can circumvent a Gentile by lying to them. The story of Adolf Hitler is a lie. It is an excuse. Some other 33 words here. Holocaust, Zyklon B, the chemical blamed for gassing millions of people, which probably never even really existed. There's just so much coding, Truth Seeker. Anyway, Adolf Hitler, he has all those 110 connections. Adolf Hitler, the small way, sums to 56. He died 10 days after turning 56. He was born in and died in April. April, the only month with 56 gematria. This is, again, what I mean with history by the numbers. In more recent history, the big boogeyman that's replaced Adolf Hitler is Osama bin Laden, and he's been used to teach people all over the world to hate Muslims. On that date, the third building to fall in New York was Building 7 of 47 floors tall. It was the Solomon Brothers building, named after Haim Solomon, who was born April 7th. He's the man who financed the American Revolutionary War. Notice that the name Rockefeller has gematria of 110. They are Zionists who proposed the World Trade Centers. It was also a Rockefeller, Nelson Rockefeller, the 49th governor of New York, who approved. The buildings 1 and 2 were 110 stories tall. This number connected to Hitler. This number connected to Rockefeller, president. That's how tall those buildings were, 110 floors tall. Look at the name Osama bin Laden, the man blamed for the destruction. 110. Osama bin Laden, the small way, is 47. Those building 7 was 47 floors tall, each floor 47,000 square feet, named after a man with an April 7th birthday. Look at what 911 equals, Truth Seeker. 110. Again, 911 was made the National Emergency Dialing Code in 1968, the same year World Trade Center construction began, the same year Space Odyssey 2001 came out. 68 is 33 years before 2001. That's the year MLK was assassinated on 4/4, April 4th. The word mafia in Jewish gematria sums to 47. Think about that, Truth Seeker. The mafia, the real mafia, are the Zionists and the Masons. Haim Solomon, born April 7th, known for financing the American Revolutionary War. He died at age 44. The kill number, the first president to ever die in office, died on April 4th. The last president to die in office was JFK, the 44th term president. MLK assassinated on April 4th, 4/4. Julius Caesar killed in 44 BC. All throughout history, this number 44 has been coded into death. Here's the man who financed the war, dead at age 44. This is what I mean with history by the numbers, Zionist coding over the years. History shows they even kill their own by the numbers. It's truly astounding. But just understand why they did this today. These numbers having to do with martyrdom, biblical, spiritual numbers. Jesus and cross, 74, like today's numerology. Crucifix, 93. Again, flagpole has the gematria of 74. Palestine's flag on the flagpole on a date with 74 numerology, for the first time in the history of the United Nations, established in 47. Get it, Truth Seeker? All right, until next time.